You wake up when your body is ready. No alarm, no schedule. For 99% of human history, this was every single day for 290,000 years. Today, your alarm screams at you. You jolt awake, already behind. This is normal now, but it wasn't always. Modern humans work 90,000 hours over a lifetime. Anthropologist Richard Lee discovered in 1963 that ancient people spent only 15 to 20 hours per week on survival. The rest, they did whatever they wanted. They rested, they created, they played, but the academic world didn't believe it. How could ancient humans work less and live better? Modern humans work over 40 hours a week. Hunter-gatherers, 15 to 20 hours. They worked less than half of what we do, and they lived better. But here's the question. How do we actually know this? We have something better than timesheets. We have the bones, skeletal remains, ancient art, artifacts that tell stories, evidence that proves our ancestors had something we've lost. When we compare skeletons, hunter-gatherers were tall and strong, but farmers, shorter, weaker, arthritis everywhere, repetitive stress from the same motions day after day. Hunter-gatherers had perfect teeth, cavity-free. Early farmers, cavities everywhere, rotting teeth by age 30. Humans actually got shorter after farming. Each generation got shorter, weaker, more stressed. Ancient hunters moved in varied ways. Sometimes they sprinted, sometimes they climbed, sometimes they rested. This variety kept their bodies strong. No arthritis, no chronic pain. When we transitioned to farming, human health declined dramatically. It was catastrophic. But there's something else. Ancient humans had free time, real, unstructured free time. At Chauvet Cave 36,000 years ago, intricate animal paintings took days to create. You don't create something like this if you're desperate for time. At Blombos Cave, researchers found shell beads, 100,000 years old, carefully drilled. Someone spent hours drilling them, then walked 20 miles carrying them. Why? Because they had the time. The Hohlfeld's bone flute is 40,000 years old. Someone took time to create an instrument purely for pleasure, to make music. Picture this. People around a fire at night. One plays a bone flute, others clap, some dance. They're celebrating, creating, sharing joy. This is what free time looked like. Music, community, connection. Hunter-gatherers had stronger bones, better teeth, time for art, time for music, time for beauty. They had it good. But what did a typical day actually look like? The sun rises slowly. No alarm, no clock. People wake naturally as the light comes, slowly, gently, on their own time. There's no rush, no schedule. People stretch, they yawn, just natural wakefulness. The morning is for gathering, for socializing. People sit together, sharing food, talking, laughing. No rushing to work, just breakfast with people you love. After breakfast, some work on tools. They sit calmly, chipping stone, making spears. But there's no pressure, no boss, no quota. They work at their own pace. Then they stop. By midday, the hunt begins. A group heads out with spears. But this isn't a 12-hour workday. It's 3 to 6 hours. Then they come home. The rest of the day is theirs. The hunters walk calmly, no stress, no quotas. They use something incredible, their ability to sweat. Humans cool themselves. Animals cannot. This is our superpower. Not speed, not strength. Endurance, patience. The hunt takes 3 to 6 hours. Then it's done. The kill is celebrated. The rest of the day is free. They return to camp as the sun lowers. Others run out to greet them. There's celebration. There's gratitude. The meat will be shared. Security is assured. The afternoon is for leisure. 6 hours or more of pure free time. Some rest, some groom each other's hair. This builds trust. This strengthens relationships. Children play freely. There are no screens, no toys, just open space and imagination. Play was the point. Through play, children learned. They bonded. In a moneyless society, your community was your currency. Your survival depended on relationships. So time spent socializing was essential work. As evening approaches, people gather wood for the fire. One strikes rocks together, sparks fly, another tends the spark, a flame grows, the fire is lit. The night comes. Stars fill the sky. People gather around the fire. The warmth is physical. The light is protection. But the fire is social. It's the center of community. Around this fire, 81% of conversation is storytelling. Not practical matters, but stories, myths, tales of hunts, tales of ancestors, stories that explain existence, stories that bind people together. This is where human culture was born, around fires. People begin to sleep. But this isn't modern sleep. This is two-phase sleep. First, they sleep 4 hours, deep restful sleep. Then they wake, fully awake, in complete darkness. This is the wakeful period, 1 to 2 hours of quiet awareness. Some people talk, some sit in silence, some meditate. This was normal until 200 years ago. Then the Industrial Revolution changed how we sleep. After this wakeful period, they sleep again, another 4 hours, second sleep, then the morning comes, and the cycle begins anew. This was daily life. Work 3 to 6 hours, socialize 6 hours, create, play, rest, sleep in 2 natural phases. Wake peacefully, no alarms, no deadlines, no constant pressure. For 290,000 years, this was the standard human experience. This was normal. This was how we lived, how our bodies evolved, how our relationships deepened. Then 10,000 years ago, everything changed. The agricultural revolution arrived. It looked like salvation, but it was a trap. More food meant more people meant more need meant more farming meant endless work. Farmers bent over fields from sunrise to sunset, 10, 12, 14 hours, year after year. But more people created new problems. Population density required organization. Hierarchy emerged. Some commanded, others obeyed, and employment was born. You could trade your time to someone else in exchange for resources. Your time, your labor, your life belonged to someone else. For 290,000 years, humans had freedom. They worked 15 to 20 hours a week. For the last 10,000 years, we've worked 40, 50, 60 hours a week. We've normalized it. We've convinced ourselves it's progress, but it's not. Most of us spend our entire lives chasing success, climbing ladders, meeting quotas, proving our worth through hours worked. We sacrifice our health, our relationships, our time. We do this for 40, 50 years. Then if we're lucky, we retire. We finally have free time. We can rest. We can create. We can be with people we love. But now we're old. Our bodies are worn down.